really your talent in front of the globe. And A2SV is the way to your success. So I would like to say, you should not forget also your academic career, because that remains with you forever. The GPA you may not consider today will not come back again. But still, keeping that track the same and doing the co-curricular activity with the same pace that you have achieved in your class before. To join software program, especially in our case, software program is the most competitive program that we had. So I'd like you all from other universities as well to keep the same track and continue in co-curricular activities. Saying this, we are university. We are not limited to us two. We are committed to serve the nation. That is why we bring you all from other universities to come to here and learn and follow this special program. So this is also your home. Whenever you want assistance from our side, in resource, in space, we are still ready to help, because we have to learn from each other. So discipline shared knowledge across institutions. Don't be limited to us two or AIT or Adama us two. So I'd like to say welcome to those who came from other institutions. This is also your home, and enjoy the ASTU platform for your career development in the future. Informal way, you can request and that will be available. And with this, I really would like to thank the organizing committee and the platform that is created, actually learning from one another without the assistance of instructor, because today self-instruction is the most common. So learning from each other is very important. So with that respect, I really say welcome to all of you, and will stay in the program. See you with success and achievement a year or 2 years later. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Hussein, for that welcome and inspiring speech. Let me set up this project. Okay, apologies for the technical difficulties that we faced. Let's start by looking at what A2SV is, what the mission is, and how it tries to achieve that mission. So our philosophy is really simple. So talent is everywhere. Here, you guys are sitting beside me. You guys are the best talent in the most capable minds that Ethiopia has. But the problem is opportunity is not everywhere. So A2SV campuses in this middle part, bridging the gap between technologies. So A2SV tries to empower young African minds by giving them high quality education in various fields like data structure, algorithm, project development, soft skills, and etc. And be a global and world class competitive students that can give a solution to the urgent problems that our country and continent is facing. So this is our main tech academy and incubator that tries to bridge the gap between talent and opportunity. So the reason why we do it, as I mentioned, is we want our people that are in Africa and in Ethiopia to have better life. And as you guys know, technology is advancing pretty fast, and digital transformation is definitely going to help us in making the lives of our people better. And also, we have African talent that have African students in talent with great capacity and potential that can compete in world-class level and solve those problems that we are facing by ourselves. So, using this philosophy and initial cause, we want to solve the problem of Africa by Africa, by training you guys to be the solution to the problems that we are currently facing. Okay, great. So the next question you guys are going to ask is how do you do that? So you mentioned that there are problems in our continent and country, and you guys also see potential in young African people. So how are you going to be bridging the gap between talent and opportunity and also solve some of the urgent problems that we are facing? So what we are going to do is usually by following these three step process. The first is by partnering with top African universities to access talent. So in Ethiopia, we have presence with Addis Ababa University, Addis Ababa Science and Technology University, and Addis Technology University. In Rwanda, we have presence with University of Rwanda in Loka. And in Ghana, we previously had presence here too. So our main and first step is going to be partnering with top African universities to access talents like you guys. And after that, after going through a rigorous technical and behavioral interview process, after selecting you guys, what we are going to do is we empower you by giving high quality tech education, which can help you be competitive and game changers in the tech world. And most of the time, that tech education is going to last 1 year, but we also have secondary education, which is going to be helping you master some of the skills that you were able to learn in the first year education. And after receiving that education, which is in first year, you guys are going to be connected with opportunities at top tech like A2SV, Google, Bloomberg, Databricks, and Palantir. So this is more or less the three-step process that we use to achieve our goal and mission. We can understand the A2SV life cycle of solving problems and meeting talent with opportunity. You guys can look at the following picture. So from across various African countries, we are going to be recruiting our capable and brightest African minds. So there is a two-level as here. So people can be part of our community education. They can join our Telegram group and they can receive weekly sessions to upskill their technical skills. But that's not exactly equal with education that we are going to receive after being part of in-person education or remote education. But at community education, we start the learning journey and process. And there's also another part here. Our applicants does not exactly need to be part of our community education when applications are released. If they are sure of themselves and if they prepared thoroughly, they can directly apply and they are going to be passing through various steps. You guys went through that process, and if they are selected, they are going to be part of our tech education either remote education or in-person education. So the people that are eligible for in-person education are students that are currently residing in our partner universities like Ethiopia, AAU, ASU, or Adamas. But for those people who are not currently residing in those universities, we have prepared another opportunity to be part of our very big education community. And they can be part of remote education, and they can receive exactly the same education that we are giving in person education. And they can also continue to the next process in exactly the same manner. So after selecting these people that going to in-person education and remote education, they are going to be applying, and they are going to get offers in top tech companies like Google, Amazon, LinkedIn, A2SV, Palantir, and Meta. There is one important clarification that I want to make here, and I believe some people misunderstand the entire point. So in A2SV, in Africa to Silicon Valley, our goal is not to bring African talents exactly to Silicon Valley and just leave them there. So the reason why we are mentioning to Silicon Valley part is to show you the quality of education that we are giving you guys. So the education that we are putting here is going to make you globally competitive. So the people that were able to secure top tech opportunities literally that literally shows us that the education that they received was really great, and they were even to be part of very advanced and big tech ecosystems. So after some of our students accepted offers in those tech companies, they are going to be giving back to the community by giving experiences that they were able to accumulate in those companies, and etc. And most of the time, this part, what we are going to do is for every head or for every student that's going to be going to those top tech companies, other heads or students are going to be getting jobs here instead at A2SV or in some other places. Apologies. So even in the first year education program, even before going to the top tech companies, our students are going to be going through a season called project phase, where they are going to be delving deeper into project development, where they are going to be solving real world problems that our country and continent is facing. After going through that process, they are going to be going to the top tech companies or give back to the community in multiple ways. So it is a virtuous cycle that's going to help us digitalize African community. And at the end of the day, our goal is to have a sustainable tech ecosystem in Africa. So this is A2SV life cycle, more or less. So I want to show you some of our impact. I've told you our mission, why we do things, how we do things, but you guys need to see some numbers to understand what A2SV is and how it is really impactful. And these numbers really speak themselves. So as I mentioned, A2SV has two major arms, Tech Academy arm and the incubator. So when we look at the Tech Academy, we have trained more than 1,196 software engineers and tech entrepreneurs from 20 plus African countries, empowering the generation to build technology that transforms lives. And this is the seventh generation, and we have up until now taught around 6 generations of students, and this amount of students came because of this generation. And also we were able to organize Africa's largest hackathon, attracting nearly 5,000 participants from 48 different countries to innovate with AI and solve real-world challenges. So our Tech Academy is really flourishing, and it's attracting many students, not only attracting, but setting them to a very great ending and goal. And we'll also be looking at that part in detail later. So when we look at our incubator arm, we have successfully developed 13 impactful projects addressing critical challenges across Africa. And from those 13 projects, because we don't really have much time to go through them, we have put here the 5 major projects that we were able to curate. So there is adult, which is concerned with African women's maternal related issues, and there is AfroChat, which provides AI solutions for Africa, and Akim, which connects people with opportunities, and there's also rated. Timing is going to be really easy, and when using rated, and finally there is Skill Bridge, which is AI-driven successful university in France students. We are going to be looking in depth what this project offers, what exactly they are trying to solve a little bit later, but I'm just giving you a little bit glimpse on what these projects are and what they are trying to do. So let's look at some of the numbers from our tech incubator arm and software engineering opportunities that we are able to secure. So up until now, our students were able to secure 120 top tech offers across various companies in the world. 42 of them are from Google, and the remaining 78 are from top tech companies like Uber, IBM, Amazon, Databricks, Palantir, LinkedIn, and Bloomberg. So, as I previously mentioned, then the reason why we are mentioning these numbers is to let you know that how successful the education that we are giving at A2SV. So, if with short amount of time, this amount of students were able to secure top tech offers, it means that the path they went through was really successful and it really helped them. So this is why I want to mention. So I know you guys are really interested in looking at our tech academy arm. Specifically, you guys want to look at in detail what the first year program looks like for Generation 7 students. So let's try to look at those phases that you are going to be passing through in detail. So there are going to be 5 important phases that is awaiting you in the next 1 year after joining the in-person education program officially. So we are going to be starting with the first camp, and there are some important activities and sessions that we are going to take in there. And after that, there is education phase. But before that, there is one important thing that I want to mention. Normally, we don't start our education with camp. Normally, we start our education with normal onboarding and other related phases. But because currently you guys are on a break from the university-related responsibilities, we want to use that time to save more time in next year when you apply, and to help you digest and process so much information, because we can afford to do that because of the time constraints that we don't have. So because of that, we have decided to start this first camp, and after that there will be normal education phase. In the normal education phase, the scheduling is going to be a little bit different. I know some of the things that I mentioned so far is a little bit vague. I didn't mention time or months or weeks that we are going to dedicate, but in the next slide we are going to be looking at that in depth. And after that, after completing the first education phase, we will directly go to the project phase. And in the project phase, we are going to be selecting your preferred track, mobile, backend, web, product, etc. based on your preference predominantly. And after that, you are going to be studying that track for a while. And after doing that, you'll directly go into solving some of the urgent problems that we are facing in our country and continent. And you guys are the ones who are going to be doing the product track and everything related to that. And it's really interesting. And after that, there will be final camp. And final camp is going to be most probably next year, around in Ethiopian calendar, September or October. But after completing the final camp, you guys will be officially ready to take some internal interviews that in A2SV we prepare to gauge your performance throughout the year. And most of our students pass those interviews. And if you are successfully passing those interviews, you can officially apply to those top tech companies that we were mentioning. So this is the high-level plan that we have for A2SV first year program phases. So let's try to see each of these phases one by one. I want you to focus very carefully here, because we are going to be immediately starting our first camp, essentially tomorrow on Thursday. So let's look at some of the most important things that we are going to do here. So the objective of the first camp is intense training, frequent contests, social activities, apologies, social activities, all in efforts to improve problem solving and communication skills. So there are some major activities that we are going to be doing here, like lectures, practice missions, aerotrail programming, contests, contest analysis, and monologues. But besides the things that are mentioned here, there are some interesting things that I want to tell you regarding the first camp. So the first important one is, before going deeper into data structure and algorithm and other technical skills, there are some important foundations that you guys need to first have, right? So maybe you may have some bad habits in your problem solving journey that you will bring when you're preparing for your technical interviews. So you want to first fix that, and after bringing up, we can directly go through the technical part of our journey. So in this part, what we are going to do is we will give you some soft skill lectures, like how you can focus, how you can effectively plan, and how you can effectively manage your time. And after that, there will be other soft skill lectures, like how you can approach some problems that you encounter in your data structure and algorithm journey, and how you can solve them. And we don't want you to be a parrot, which what you like, studying some algorithm and trying to solve a problem that resembles that algorithm or a previous problem that you solved. We don't want that kind of thing. We want you to be a real problem solver, a creator, and someone that can tackle any type of problem after having some important prerequisites met. So these are the things that we are going to be discussing in the first camp. And after having those soft skill lectures, what you are going to receive is a very introductory course in Python 12. So we know most of you are familiar with Python, but we are not going to assume all of you know Python. Some of you may have background from C++, Java, C# or something like that. And we don't want you guys to fall behind. We are our students who already know Python as in those data structure and algorithm lecture. So we will dedicate some amount of time to help you catch up in Python. And we are also going to be discussing some advanced things in Python. I know you guys are already familiar with some of the control flow things and conditionals, but we'll also try to look deeper into the object-oriented part of Python. And we'll also be discussing things like that. So after preparing the base, the habits that you need to have, and the minimum technical skills that you require, we will directly delve into the main base-related topics like arrays, matrices, two-pointers, or things like that. So all of this is going to be happening in our first camp, and it's really intense. So for those of you who forgot the schedule of the first camp, we already mentioned it in our behavioral interviews. It's going to happen from 9 a.m. up to 12 a.m. and there will be a lunch break in between for 2 hours. And after that, from 2 p.m. up to 6 p.m., you guys are going to dedicate much of your time taking some lectures and practicing. The afternoon schedule can be adjusted accordingly to meet your needs. But yeah, this is overall the plan that we have for you. So after completing the first camp, you guys are going to be going to the education phase. One thing that I didn't mention here is it's going to last from 3 to 5 weeks. And I know you guys are going to start your education soon. Like the amount of break that you receive in most of the school ranges from 1 week to 2 weeks, right? But we don't want to intervene with your academic and scholastic related responsibilities. So if you guys are going to start your school soon, we are going to be starting the camp. We schedule from 9 a.m. up to 6 p.m. and we will directly start the education for the education. First of all, you guys have classes, so we don't want you to fail. But the most important one is you guys are going to be relatively speaking a little bit burnt when you finish your first camp. And it's really intense. At the same time, this is where you guys are going to improve a lot. So if you make your foundation great at the start, believe me when I say this, everything after that is going to be really simple. So it's all going to be a game of habit after that. So there's one thing that I want to mention, like I love playing chess, and I'm not really that much of a good player, but when I try going up in the Elo ladder, I noticed that some of my worst mistakes came from bad habits, not lack of knowledge. And in competitive programming and structural algorithm journey, That's really you guys are already familiar with these contexts. So you guys are going to be competing against yourselves across the three schools, across all the 170 students that we have. And it's going to be happening on Saturday, and the contest might last from 2 hours and 15 or 30 minutes. You guys will be given some 5 or 6 problems that you already took lectures in the previous weeks, and you guys to solve those problems as fast and as accurate as possible before your peers. And it will strengthen your competitive spirit. It will strengthen your decision making in tough and unknown situations. So it's really a great opportunity to be participating in this sort of activities. And after that, we are not going to just let you go after participating in those contests. We'll have contest analysis session where we are going to be detailedly breaking down each of the problems, how you should have approached them. We also have a feedback mechanism, how some of our students have all the problems and how we can correct some of the wrong things that they made. So more importantly, that is also present in our first camp when I was a student. And one important thing that I want to mention is beside the education, the technical soft skills that you receive in A2SV, the most important valuable asset that you have is yourselves, literally. So who knows, after completing this personal education, some of you might secure extremely important jobs or startups, and you guys can connect. This is really important, really. We are going to be discussing about that in depth during class, and I don't want to go into details in the kickoff slide by mentioning some of those things. But yeah, it is one important thing that we are going to be doing. So probably before going to project phase, there is one that I want to mention. We have practice sessions, and we want to make the practice sessions as effective as possible. It's not like a homework, but in a class. So we are going to be supporting you. We are going to be asking you. We are going to be nagging you if you are not responsive to give us your ideas to help you throughout this process. So none of you need to be shy while you guys are receiving some of the lectures or while you guys are practicing. So every head that's in here your heads of education and me, we are going to be helping out through this process. So this is a very collaborative, nice environment. Most of your heads here are currently continuing students. They understand the burden that comes by taking this and other related tech related education alongside with normal education. They understand. They will have one-on-one with you. So they are going to be supporting you from technical standpoint, from human standpoint, and every other thing. So I just want to mention that. After that, there is the most interesting phase with the first year education program, which is the project phase. It is going to be lasting 1 or 2 months, but honestly speaking, it's going to last 2 months or around 10 minutes sometimes. And it is one of the most important phases that you are going to be part of in the first education program, beside the education. When I said education, I mean the data structure and algorithm education that you are going to receive. So the objective of this phase is learning industry standard in software development. You understand problems that your community, your peers, even your continental people are facing. And after understanding those things, after doing some research, you guys are going to decide on how you are going to tackle those problems. So in order to do that, we are going to take lectures.
education phase where you do education after your school hours, and then there is project phase. Do we have project phase now? So it's very important to join the project phase and do your best, because it helps you a lot in both securing good jobs in the future and developing a real coding experience, like developing things. Uh, so the first most important thing is problem solving skill, which you're going to focus most of the time. Then the second most important is project phase, which you also need to focus on it. I know most of you have projects in school, but in my personal experience, A2SV project phase gave me more experience than the school did. And yeah, so other things I want to share with you is that the soft skills you are going to take here, don't take them like granted, because they're very important. So I have three favorites from the soft skills. The communication skill, it's very important. So I tell you a story. I used to fail all the interviews I had before I joined Google. I failed embassy interview to go to Italy. Apparently, I tried to go, but guess what? I failed before A2SV. So I do believe the communication skills I got at A2SV helped me a lot to improve on interviews, including like those embassy interviews. And yeah, after A2SV, I was able to pass US embassy interview 2 times, and obviously now Poland as well. So I'm focused on that. That one helps you how you can be focused on what you do, and how you can build and be away from you, and how you can achieve your best, like, so focus presentation is the most important, and try to get a lot from that one. So I did I did all the pointers they were mentioned on the presentation, and the results were good. So I suggest you all to like give full attention when those presentations are done. The next one, the most important one in your life, is going to be resume polishing sessions. So you need your resume to be competitive and best to even get to the other part, which is the interview part. To get the interview, you need your resume to be best. So try to focus on those. I know right now you don't think about those because that looks too far, but when the time comes, try to remember this and do your best on your resume. Yeah, so those are the three main soft skills that are my favorite, and that helped me get history. So after A2SV, I was head of education for 2 groups, group 4 and 5. And that also helped me to get like collaboration skills and a lot of skills as well. And I believe contributed to where I am today. So all the disciplines you learn here, all the things you get from Google will help you to be world level engineers. So yeah, I don't doubt that. Let me see if I prepared anything else and didn't say. Okay, so I have 2 more things to tell you, like tricks. So if any of you are interested to go to top tech companies for internship or for full time, these are my 2 secrets. The first one is you need to start thinking about application early. internships, most of the deadlines are very strict. So when we are perfect, we can pass the interview, but we were not ready to apply. So I remember submitting applications on the last days of the deadlines. So for that, also for the heads, it's best if you start thinking early so that you get like you will have a good applications. The second one is to never give up. So I've seen so many of you who are in second year, third year, you guys have 2 or 3 chances to apply to internship. Interviews are easier than full time, so try to go for those. And if you can't, like, if still, like, it's still possible to get full-time jobs after that one. So even if you're in your last years, it's possible to get full-time jobs. So just do all the technical skill improvements and then go for it. Okay. So those are my 2 techniques. Okay, so I have one more like thing to talk about, which is the trend right now, AI. So I want to give you guys an advice to not get tricked by the current AI advancement. I do believe data structures, the algorithms, the skills, the technical skills are still valued at very high. So still the top tech companies still value a lot. So I suggest you guys focus on developing yourself, improving yourself, and be competitive in the world. Even if the AI advances, the world still looks or wants people who can solve problems. So try to be best at solving problems on your own. That's my suggestion. So okay, I did a lot of suggestions, but I don't think I told you much about myself. I'm A2SV. I graduated from A2SV University with a software engineering degree. Right now I work at Google Warsaw, Poland office, and I was sitting there in place of you just 4 years ago, and I'm yeah, happy to give this talk today. So now I want to give you guys an opportunity to ask me anything. Yeah. So if any of you have any questions for me or want to hear anything, now is the time.
This is your best opportunity to ask whatever you want for someone.
Yes. Tak.
Good morning. My first question is, what is the inspiration behind all the way you have been working? Because most of us lack the motivation and the inspiration, and I think that's what matters a lot. And what is your inspiration, and what's your motivation, and how do you recommend us, to get motivated throughout the whole way? That's my question.
Nice question. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna create some story. So when I joined A2SV, it was because my friends joined A2SV and I didn't join. So I guess it is a good jealousy, right? No? So that was why I joined. But after I joined, it all started to change because we had Emre, who is not here today, but by the time he used to be our great motivator. Emre, he was a software engineer in companies for about 8 years, including Google, Palantir, and we used to see him and hear from him. So he used to motivate us, especially me. He has some sayings which really drive me here. So, and the other thing is so I do believe A2SV made me better today. You can see that. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for A2SV. I can say that confidently. So maybe you can like see people who change it by A2SV and try to be like that. And I do believe A2SV plays a lot in like it can be going to be companies. It can be being a better software developer who can like make an impact. So like yeah, in a software engineering world, I do believe it is the best way to get to your dream. Whether your dream is to like have your own startup company or to like change your country or the world. So you need the skills and the mindset first, which you can definitely get from A2SV, then it will be easier for you. I hope I answered the question. Great. Any other questions?
Okay. Okay. So when you first applied to Google, how many projects do you have on your resume? And also to get an internship, at big tech companies, how important is solid projects or something? Because right now, since we don't have much experience doing a lot of projects, and also, for example, I was looking at people getting an internship at big tech, and they have solid, solid experiences on their resume. For example, most of them has AWS cloud practitioner certificates, or maybe they worked on projects that affect real users, right? But for those of us that does not have that experience, that does not work on, projects that has real users and stuff, what do you recommend?
Okay, what year are you in right now?
Huh?
What year are you in?
I'm fourth year.
Fourth year, great. Okay, so I'm just going to share my personal experience, how I got there. So when I was third year, I didn't have much project experience. But after I joined A2SV, I worked on some projects because there is project phase in A2SV where you can contribute to projects. That was one. And so you don't get to talk just by like jumping, you build. So you get your first A2SV project. Then there are internship programs where you can get experiences. So in my case, I got a research internship at the University of Michigan in the United States, which I do believe A2SV also helped me get there. And that project, and then like projects I work on A2SV, and then your graduation projects, the projects you work at school, and your personal projects. So try to do as many projects for now. Just focus on technical skills. Later, you can do those projects and put on your resume. So you're right. Projects are helpful to get interviews and then project matchings later. So how it works is you submit your resume. So the recruiters check your resume and see if you have enough experience. They wouldn't know like the person you are before they see your resume. So that's how they decide to give you interviews. So it's good to have projects, and that's how you get the projects. A2SV projects and the school projects and any other personal projects you can do. But I recommend you all to focus on technical skills first, which is data structures, and you can do project like actually you can just follow what A2SV says because they know projects are important, and when the time comes, you will start doing projects. Does that answer your question? Great. Okay, one more, and you might be taking too much time. Okay.
Okay, thank you. The advice you gave us, I believe is really important for us. But you work hard in the technical part, the behavior part, and I believe you have achieved your lifelong, uh, lifelong goal. Getting into Google, yeah. And my question is, after getting into that, do you have any other goals? Any more goals? That's my question.
Great. Okay. Do I enjoy working at Google? Very much. So I want to tell you guys that Google is the best place to work as a software engineer, regardless of so many things. You're going to work with a very talented, world-class software engineers, first of all. And second of all, the workspace, the environment is going to be lovely. Like, I would say the best in the world. So, yeah, you're going to want that. It's good. And your second question was, like, do I enjoy it and what's my lifelong goals? Okay, that's a bit tricky because I have a lot of lifelong goals. So I don't want to be only employed forever. So maybe in the future, one day I want to have my own Google. So that'll be my lifelong goal. I hope that answered your question. Great. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. It was lovely talking to you. I would like to see all of your successes in the future. Bye.
Thank you very much, for telling us your journey and giving us some advice and suggestions to our newly accepted generation students. I hope you guys were able to ask some important questions, were able to get some answers. But this is not the only person that we have for the experience session. I want to talk about this person first. I really admire this person, Kevin Ogadon. He's a competitive programming demon. I literally mean it. He's so smart. He solves problems in a very beautiful ways. And he's very consistent. He's everything that you want from a student. By the way, I was one of his not exactly. I was his head when he was a student. So I want to welcome him to the stage. He was able to secure software engineering full-time role at Amazon, and I want him to tell us about his journey here and what were the things that made him successful into securing jobs like at Amazon. So give a huge applause to Kevin when he gets to the stage.
Hello guys, how are you? I think we met earlier, so my name is Kevin Nogaramu, as you can see, and as per an introduction, that's actually the most full introduction. He says many things because I think I was his student and he loves the things I do, but I think I say it's over exaggerated maybe. Okay. Okay, let me start from how I get into A2SV. Like you guys, I applied for A2SV education. Actually, the first, my first application was for February convert for G4, but because of the days, I didn't have enough days to be accepted. So they required 15 days, but I only solved problems for 12 days, and because of that, I didn't get the opportunity to get the interviews. And after that, I joined the community education, and I was learning in the community education, Div 1, and after that, when the Generation 5 application was opened, I applied for the role, and I got the opportunity to join A2SV. And after 1 year of practice and also a good time, actually that year was one of the best times that I had in my life, actually in ASTU, I would say. So I met very intelligent people at A2SV, and also the community was very supportive, and the learning process. So far, from my experience, I think A2SV is one of the best environments to learn something from your peers, your heads of education, and from the materials, and also even from the platform. So I think you should use that this 1 year at full, and get the most out of it. And after graduating that, and also one of the things that helped me was we had a group of friends that we would hang out at LTs, or there was this classrooms for other students. Actually, for us students, explaining LTs to you, it's going to be like just insulting. So, but there was this class, or just like this, and we would mostly hang out there, and after the sessions we would solve problems and stuff. So actually that helped me a lot. And after that I joined as head of education for G6 education, and through all this time, what's in my mind, I didn't think that I was going to be accepted at Amazon or any big tech companies. I was just doing it for fun and for the future. I was assuming that it would help me for my future careers, but I didn't have any goals regarding to Amazon and Google. And I know most of you guys would think that just joining to Google or Amazon or Bloomberg or big tech companies are not for me. But if it is possible, I would apply. But let me tell you guys, it's possible for all of you. I'm not talking about just those smart guys or those who perform well on the contests. I'm waiting for the visa. Software engineering role, and it's going to be at Dublin, Ireland. There was some kind of interviews, 5 interviews or something like that. I won't bore you with the details. If you want the details, yeah, we can talk later. But for now, what I would like to tell you is just it's possible. Just try, keep working and keep practicing, and also anything what A2SV provides, try to use it fully. Maybe the technical, the first part, which is the coding and the DC part, you should focus, and you should focus completely on that, and you should work problems even on extra times. And when we come to the project phases, you should focus on that, and also do the project and wanting to quit. But let me tell you guys, just don't quit and try to push yourself to the limit. That's what I want to say. Any questions, maybe? Any questions?
Sorry, thank you for the chance. Amazon, I mean, you have a very good experience with Java, and is it the same? Like, is this aspect
At some point, as a community, when you see someone that's just an interview or something like that, you'd try to check their CV and what your CV is lacking, and you might try to work on some projects, or maybe it could be you have all the projects, but the wordings that you are using, or maybe stuff you for the orders, or maybe some things you thought that was nothing. And after that, I got interview at Amazon, and I got the chance. That was the first thing. And for the experience, Java is not required. I don't have any Java experience. I just mentioned it as a course. I took Java. That's it. And so one thing that I want is that you work on a project. It doesn't matter if it is Java, or it depends on the team that you're going to be joining. So yeah, you're right. Amazon have many teams that are working on Java, but it's not necessarily just a mandatory thing. You can, if you are comfortable with JavaScript and you work on some projects, that's also fine. It's just, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you are working on projects, it's all right. Any other question?
Yes. Okay. Alright, okay, let me present it. Look at this screen. Yes, indeed. Experience from Kipper and test. I hope that also helped you. And by the way, this is not the only time that you guys are going to be getting this. Giving you some experience, some tips in the current thing that we are focusing or generally. So this is going to be a recurring thing, but for the time being, let's conclude and get related to the first education. Only that. By talking with the secondary education squad, there might be opportunities in machine learning, but that's not decided yet. But you guys are going to be focusing on project development. You guys already have a bit of regarding how to do university and you guys are going to be working on real problems that are going to be solved by either the ones project phase or the ones that are phase advisors that selected. So secondary education at A2SV also will look like that, but when the time comes, there is going to be a very detailed or introduction regarding this. So up until now, you guys looked at and some of the important details first year education comprises of, but this is not that we do. And I want to take this part to look at a glimpse into our core dev projects, and each of our core dev members are going to give it 3 to 5 minute pitch regarding the problems that they are trying to solve and how they are planning to achieve it. And I want to invite the project colleague of Adot, Kembo Teshoma, to the stage to tell us about this interesting project. Please give him a huge round of applause.
Okay, thank you. I am Kimball, a project lead for adults. So, like as you can guess from the name, adults means mothers, like in Guraginya. So, like it's a so we are working to end this studies. So the first one is relevant and personalized maternal information. So for this one, we have a personalized insights on our app. So based on their pregnancies. So yeah, so we provide some information, some knowledge, so that they can they can have a like a smooth. This one, like what
time to have what's needed. Penalty monitoring, local information, and community for African matters. So we have a Telegram channel. We also have a community engagement meeting, and we're an answer from gynecologists building this app. By the time there is an open position, so that's it. So what's the future for adults? Like what's coming? Like the first one is like we have initiated the plan to the US incorporation. So it's going to be incorporated within the next 2 months, if not like near. So the second one is we are actively applying for grants and advanced. We are in an advanced stage to securing funding. Like, as you know, health-related issues like apps are very important. So there are many available grants for them. So we have applied for some, and yeah, we are at a good stage. Maybe we will be the first app to like secure grants from A2SV apps. And the third one is like we don't have the web app yet, so we only have the mobile app. For the web app, we have dashboards for hospitals and army dashboards. So if you guys like in the future wants to contribute to this app, you may build the whole web app or yeah. So that's an opportunity for you. So the last point that we want to ask from you guys is like if you want to contribute to this mission, we want you all to interact with our social media posts, follow us, and encourage us. So we will send the links to our social medias to your Telegram channel. So if you can do that now, like I would really appreciate that. Very good. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's it from me. Please do follow us on our social medias. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kimbo, for introducing adults to our students. Okay, next we are going to look at one of our interesting projects, Reddit, and the introduction and the problem that this project is going to solve will be explained by our lead for Reddit project, Nathaniel Baine. Nati, the stage is yours.
Okay.
It's okay. It's been months, but
Okay. Thank you, Barney. I hope I'm audible. Okay. If that's the case, yeah. So, we are nearing lunchtime, and this is like a great break.
sorry, Nati.
Talk about food.
We're having some audio related issues. You will start once it's fixed. Just give us a little more info. Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Nati,
I'm
you can
audible now.
continue with the explanation if you haven't started yet. We are having some audio-related technical issues.
Okay. Okay. So I hope I'm audible, and I hope you are seeing this huge burger, like for the past minute. So yeah. Let me start introducing Rate It. So we've all been there. You walk into a highly rated restaurant and order a dish that sounds great on the paper menu, but it's a total disappointment. You didn't just waste your money; you wasted that meal. And so we believe that everyone eats, of course, but not everyone eats well. And at Ratit, we are ensuring you never waste money on a meal you won't enjoy by making your dining decisions effortless. So if you can go to the next slide. Okay, thank you. So first on the list of problems is the visual void. So you're ordering blindly from text-only paper menus without seeing any visuals like images or videos. Um, and for current giants like Google and TripAdvisor, I would say they're broken. Why would I say that? Because they don't have item level reviews. A restaurant might have like 5 stars because it has a great decor or a nice view. But that doesn't tell you if the steak or the injera is good. And so in markets like in Africa, this is compounded by four things. So the currency barrier. So for tourists, and prices mean nothing without the context. There would just be some signs that they don't understand. And the other thing is the item blind spots. You have no way of knowing which specific dish is the star or the best dish from that kitchen. And so we are basically solving the blind order problem. And lastly, but obviously, your money is wasted. And we all want to prevent that as well, right? So let's solution. If we can go to the next slide. Thank you. So Rate It is a platform where the dish is the hero. So we their brand. So we bridge the gap between physical menus and digital intelligence. So our AI menu generator allows a restaurant to digitize in minutes, not in days. You and we also offer a seamless multi-currency and multi-language experience, which is essential for like big cities like Addis Ababa or other big cities in Africa. And but the real power is in the happiness. We provide restaurants with granular analytics. We tell them like people love your atmosphere, but 40% of your people hate your pasta. So that's actually an actionable item that saves their businesses, we believe. Moving on to our last slide, we actually want to have a call to action. So we are rated and we're redefining how the world discovers food. We currently are looking for partners and investors who share our vision for a more transparent, visual, and delicious dining experience. And for you guys, you can actually visit us at rateit.app. That is rateit.app. One word and with a single dot in the middle.
skill bridge. And Amir, if you can hear us, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, team. Congratulations for all our students who passed through the interview process and we got this education program. Uh, I am Amir Ahmeddin, a mobile developer at Skillbridge. Team, as all you know, for the do you think that all nine and hope for the country and for the family, and also how about the schools? There are so many schools that doesn't get anyone past those exams, their students, right, through outdated teaching methods. One teacher is standing there and teaching the students without knowing the approach for each and every single student. And also there is a difficulty in finding high quality study materials, even though there is a high digitalized world and information is accessible for everyone everywhere. There also almost little or no access to personalized assistance for our students. Those are our problems we stand on and want to find the solution for those problems. So our solution is an AI-powered learning platform that offers personalized study materials and tools, providing quality education for high school students. How can we achieve this thing? Let's see it. We have AI curated study materials. We have both text format as well as video format, a very high quality study materials. We have dozens of past year national exams with explanation and measurements. We also have one-on-one support with personalized AI assistants in which the students ask questions how they will achieve what they want and they pass through those processes. Let's tell you one story here. So let's say you have an exam tomorrow. Let's say you have an exam tomorrow and the study time you have is only 2 hours. And the content you have to study is, let's say, 12 years biology whole content. You don't know where to start, where to cover, but our app comes here. We have a personalized learning path in which you enter the time you want and the subject and the chapters you want to cover. It gives you a personalized path from which to start, what things to cover, and where you get yourself and test yourself with quizzes and questions. The other part is a gamified learning system, in which we have different type of contests, quizzes, and personalized sites. Can you- yes. Now our aim is bigger, not only an app, but it's a connected community in which our students learn curriculum aligned content, practice with AI mock exams, and compete in contests with their teams. For parents, we will give an opportunity to monitor their children's progress, track performance, and receive important alerts. For teachers, we facilitate a learning and a review content. For school and general system admins, we manage institutional resources, oversees performance, and administer the platform. This is what we have in SkillBridge. We want all of you to go and check our app, install it if you have to interact with it, and refer to your fellow students, brothers, and sisters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that detailed introduction. I mean, now we move to the next project, which is going to be presented to us by Joseph, who is lead for Aki project. Please give him a huge round of applause.
I'm going to present to you about Akil, which is a platform that will connect our organizations with opportunity seekers. Starting with Akil, made us develop Akil. As we all know, young talent on finding the job also match their skills and expertise and also passions. And also organizations struggle with job hiring and recruitment process, which will often lead them to miss out on a large pool of very young, talented, and skilled professionals. So there's clearly a gap here. The gap is that the youth seek meaningful jobs and opportunities, skilled and motivated professionals, but face challenges on discovering them and also managing from a large pool of very skilled professionals. So how can we solve this problem? To solve this problem, professionals. So how can we solve this problem? To solve this problem, we developed Akil. So Akil is a centralized digital platform that connects opportunity seekers with jobs, internships, and volunteering opportunities. And also, Akil help organizations and companies find a young and professional, a young and very skilled talented opportunity seekers for their opportunities. Akil simplifies application management, recruitment, and also opportunity and talent matching. So Akil serves both opportunity seekers and organizations. For instance, for organizations, they're going to have a direct access to Akil's fast-growing community of a very talented and young professionals. And also, we have an effortless opportunity posting and management with a very easy application and applicants tracking system. And also, we provide a comprehensive and AI-powered applicant evaluation and hiring process. And also, for opportunity seekers, Akil provide
users try to see other options they can use. So basically, Dime wants to solve this problem as a digital product. This is a very high potential. Like there's a big market for this problem. Can you move to the thing? Yeah. So what does Dime do? So after figuring out that there's a problem to top up mobile money, for example, this is the same as Telegram in Ethiopia. So what they call it here is MTN mobile money. So we make it easier for visitors or people who live abroad to top up their own MTN mobile money wallet or their friends, their families, any wanted to send money for. We made it very easier if they have access to the card, they can make transfers instantly. Dime makes that possible. Next up, we have transparent exchange rates. So we've utilized the public or the APIs that we used exchange rates for very public, and every user can be able to see before they make any kind of transaction on our app, and everything is transparent. And next up, we make everything fast, secure, and digital. So one of the problems that we've seen is making a transaction. When it's a cross border, it takes a lot of time. So from an hour to a week, this is a very inconvenient experience for a user. So we figured out that this problem can be solved, and we are trying to solve this problem. Yes. Uh, Payment application makes it easier to send money from abroad as well as in within the country. Uh, so this is what we're trying to build, and I encourage you all of you guys to help us spread this news to all your friends, your potential users for time. And here is our social media, our website. You can guys find us on dime.gold. There we collect user wait lists for now until we go live. We are currently working on that. It won't be very far before we go live, and I encourage all of you guys to uh, follow us on our social media. Thank you very much.
This including ours, and even after like with a free tire for and they are not localized for African countries. So if we go to the next slide. Can you go to the oh, thank you. So we are trying to can you go to the oh, thank you. So we are trying to offer is a centralized platform offering easy access to various AI services with a local payment and in African language. So that like you can use your own language. So that like you can use your own uh, local currency and then your own language, and you can access both our app and our website, and you can use the best and out of all the models here. Like you can see ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and
Efficient solutions some media providers data was incubated. These are not only projects that we have, but because of limited time, we decided to show you the best that we have. But obviously, for all the projects that we are currently incubating, the social media links and other related important links are going to be shared in our Literacy Generation 7, Telegram group, and once again, I would appreciate you guys engaging with the posts and show your support. Thank you. Okay, I know you guys are really tired, and our heads of education are preparing some snacks behind you, so don't think so down. But we are about to finish our kickoff. But there are some interesting things I want to discuss with you guys. As I mentioned, every day, even if there is none, it's not about learning. There are going to be some bonding moments and activities that we are going to do. And I group, especially on Saturdays after doing contests, I know for the first few times, they again the momentum, they are going to be better. But during Saturdays, there are some social activities that we do, like there are Saturday basketball session that we do with our students, and I want to every one of you to join us when listening. So Sunday footballs in most of our schools, specifically for happening at city and the main campus. And my process. And by the way, guys, after the conclusion of this session, if there is anyone who wants to play chess, I have a chessboard there. You guys can join us and play together. So there is also this, and there are also the main activities that I have mentioned here. Like we can play dart, ludo, and other things like group activities, Among Us, Mafia, things like that. And it will be really great. There are also going to be trips after the conclusion of some of our major milestones, like the education phase or final camps, things like that. We are going to be having trips. I want to mention the most important thing in this education kickoff. You guys are going to be meeting your heads. Most of you guys are well aware of them because some of them are going in your schools or departments. Let's try to look at the heads that are going to be teaching you guys at AM. And guys, when I call your names, I would really appreciate it if you join me in the stage and say brief things about you and how you are trying to support your students. So for AM, for specifically G71, the heads are Barnabas Murieta, me, head of academy for Ethiopia's in-person education, and there is Dani Molla, our head of education intern, and there's also Abenzer Bebacho, our head of education intern. And I want to welcome each of them to the stage, and I would really appreciate it if you guys give a round of applause. Also, for G72, we have our senior head, Nathaniel Brook, as head of education, and there is Nathan Fasa as head of education intern. Unfortunately, he was not able to join us today because of other responsibilities, and also the same thing for head of Tadasa. He's having his defense. So I'm going to be saying a little bit about these two guys, but yeah, let's try to talk with them, ask them what their education journey was with their students. They were generation 65 students, and not specifically was generation 5 grade. So let's start with our senior head, Nat. Can you please introduce us with some details about
so nice to finally see you guys in person. Since most of the time you guys conversations and I guess in person is a lot better. So if I decide, it's because like I actually did this problem with classmates and I was about to send the warnings. So my name is Nathaniel Brook. I'm part of the in-person education squad. So in terms of academia, so I'm majoring in computer science and my final year for the group as Kilo. And when it comes to my agency journey, so I've been part of the agency for like 2 years. So it's going to be the third year now. And I was part of the G5 team, but I was actually one of my leads in G52, I guess. Yeah. So during that time, I think I learned a bit more hard because I was working on I was over these student in that class, I guess. Yeah, so and finally I felt welcomed and through that year I mastered like PS workers and everything, had fun and I was part of the community ever since. What else? Yeah, it was nice. I actually met a lot of new people and built genuine connections. So I would say good people and build genuine connections. So I would say that you could expect the same for you guys and your first. So you could expect the same outcome in your first year program. Since I'm the only so you meet them, I guess, from tomorrow. So thank you, guys.
Daniel Mulla, I am fourth year information system student.
Technical interview, and I was in March convert. The second time I applied, I was able to pass the interview and I was able to join A2SV. During that time, for us GC students, in AAU, was very problems we learned.
It's being part of this journey, and I'm excited to help you in your journey as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. There is one specific thing that I want to mention regarding their March or February converts. They didn't join us when we started Generation 6. They joined us a little bit late, around February or March. We're also going to be accepting students during that time, but this shows that, and they were able to be your heads of education, who are going to be supporting you through this journey. They are going to be showing you the tips, the tricks. So, me and these heads of education will try that together one. So, thank you guys. I want you to give them a huge round of applause. Okay, so there is one person that I want to mention. We have Head of Education Coordinator Nathaniel Yohannes. He was not able to be here with us because of academic responsibilities that he was not able to skip. So he was also going to be supporting you guys for your journey by going to both G71 and G72 and giving his best. So now let's go to AS2 heads of education, and I want to invite each of them one by one to the stage. G73 heads are our senior head, Daniel Ababu, Mahadura Shinafi, our head of education intern, and Tasfa Mikhail Tafer. Yeah, come on guys. These are our G73 heads, and our G74 heads are our senior head, Vero Verdu, head of education, Mohammed Amin Khairu as head of education intern, and Kibus Naurtu as head of education intern, and also Lutsa Gadimalaku, our head of as our head of education coordinator. So give them a huge round of applause. Yeah, it's okay to repeat it. Yeah? It's not going to hurt anybody. Okay, almost every single one of them are present. I believe they don't really have that much of academic responsibility because they are on a break. So I would love it if you guys order yourselves based on your groups. And okay. Okay, so let's start the introduction and the journey that each of these heads of education were able to have while they were students, and also some of them are our senior heads and while they were heads. So let me start with Daniel Ababu.
Okay. Hi everyone. So like I said, my name is Daniel Ababu, and I'm going to be the head of education for T73, and for all of AS2 students who joined us, welcome to the team. And yeah, so I don't know what to say. I think like I hope we will have a great year. Like,
okay, so my name is Madhur Ashanafi, and I am the another head of G73. Hopefully, it's gonna be the base group at the end of the year, most likely. And yeah, I'm also a member of G6 education, and we had a really nice time in that year. So I hope you all will get to experience what we experienced and be able to apply for internship positions or full-time, and hopefully you'll succeed in those. So I hope we'll be having a great year with G73. Thank you.
So hello, A2SVians. Actually, from
for G7 as well. I think it would be great. And I do remember some of you from your interviews, and I think I'm really glad to see you here. Yeah, I guess welcome, and G7 for students. We're going to have a great year together.
okay. Hello, my name is Mohammed Amin, and I'm going to be your head for specifically G74, the best group for sure. Okay, first I want to say congratulations to all of you. Being an A2SVian is not easy. Not everyone becomes an A2SVian. And also I want to thank the coordinators of this. They really worked hard. In the meeting, it was really astonishing to see how they were coordinating. All of you might just see like this, but it really took a lot of work. And maybe clap for them. Also Barnabas for leading the coordination, I guess. And yeah, so by being your head, my goal is going to be basically to help you. If you need anything, just reach out to me. And yeah, that's just what I'm going to say.
Okay, my name is Kadus Altu. I was a G6 student, and currently I'm a head at G74. And I would like to say congratulations for all of you for being A2SV. So it's a great accomplishment, but I would like to say that this is not the end of the road, and that you have to keep up your hard work. And I know that you all can achieve great things. So you have to work hard for it and do it. So.
Okay, thank you. My name is Tulsagar Malaku. I'm a 4G software engineering student, and I was G65. And yeah, I think I'm a coordinator. That means I'm both in 73 and 74. So I'm sure I'm gonna have a great time with all of you. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I think I got a little nervous. That's why I said he was my student. Both of them were my students, my great students. So yeah, remember that.
Okay, great. Thank you for introducing yourselves, guys. From these people, there are astonishing top contest performers, top consistent people, and they are going to be a great help while you are going through your first year education program. Try to use them as much as possible. The most amount of knowledge, skills, and mistakes that you need to avoid you are going to get is by having constant conversation and communication with your heads. You guys are going to be having one-on-ones and things like that with them. And we are going to explain what those are when we start our education officially tomorrow. But yeah, I would love it if you should give them a huge round of applause for making it introduce themselves. Okay, now we are going to be looking at Adama Science and Technology University Heads of Education. There is only one group, and you guys are going to be helped by 4 heads of education from those 4 people, 2 of them are seniors, so you are able to get as much knowledge and skill that you can possibly have. So I want to welcome each of them one by one to the stage. Salam Lakundumno, our senior head of education, Jonas Ntayo, our also senior head of education, and our head of education intern, Bamnet Musa, and lastly, our head of education coordinator, Amanuel Marara. Give them a huge round of applause. Okay, great. So I would love it if you guys come to the screen and introduce yourselves, the journey that you went through while you were a student in health of education, because the majority of you are senior heads, and also potentially speak a little bit about some of your students that you guys had. So yeah, Salam, let's start with you.
Hello everyone. My name is Salam Lak. I'm the computer science and engineering student at Adamas, and I was G5 student, and I was head of education intern last year, and I'm going to be head of education for G75 this year. And I don't have much to say, but they already said most of the things. So I hope we have a good year together. Thank you.
Okay. Hello guys, my name is Jonas Ntayo, and I am a fifth year CSC student at Adamas. I joined A2SV when I was a third year student. I was a G5 student. And before joining A2SV, after finishing the 1 year program of A2SV, I have seen a lot of changes on myself, including both technical and communication and non-technical skills. So yeah, I strongly suggest you to push yourself, try to solve more programs, and also try to use this opportunity. Yeah, I guess this is it. Thank you.
So first of all, congrats. Like there, you're gonna encounter like weird problems that will not be possible. Like with the given definition and the constraints, you think like this is impossible. So, but then the hills will gonna come and they will do like under a minute. Why don't you do this, and you're gonna rethink like what is impossible, and which was nice. And the other part was the project phase part, and yeah, I was a team lead, and which was intense, and it was pretty much nice. We didn't take the lead because of technical issues, but it was nice to say less. And yeah, and one advice that I'm gonna give you for all of you is use the opportunity well. You're gonna like, it will help you a lot, communication skills, like problem solving skills, and many other things. And for the asked people, we are here, and also for, like for all of you. And yeah, thank you. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Amanuel Marara. I'm a 4-year software engineering student at Adamas 2. I joined A2SV as a convert. I think we started class in May. And so, yeah, me, I think I've said it before. Okay, that's with G6 students. So I had a great experience with A2SV. As I mentioned, like I had most theoretical knowledge before joining A2SV and stuff. Like I can talk about technical things, but like I cannot implement it, or like it just feels like magic something. I mean, I just wonder how people do that and stuff. And so within a short span of time, I think it's almost 6 months or something, I have like learned a lot of the concepts, since I also like loved any computer or software engineering related concepts. Like I consumed like all of them really fast, and then I was just dedicated solving problems and doing those things. And so now I'm a head of education intern for G7 as two students. And so yeah, it's a really it's a transformative journey for me, and I hope it will be for you too. And yeah, we can help you with whatever we can, obviously. And yeah, I think someone from AS to mentioned that it's gonna be the best. Yeah, we'll see about that. And so, since there's gonna be a competition or something between groups and stuff, all us two students, y'all have to lock in like right now. And so, yeah, it's gonna be a great journey. We're gonna help you with whatever we can, obviously. And so, yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Adama. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay. So this is a dedicated session for question and answer, but I know you guys are really tired. So what we are going to do is we will go to the next slide and we will conclude our session. And the question and answer session is going to be held formally while you guys are having snacks. And there are heads of education, people that were able to secure top tech offers and or core dev leads. So you can ask them what you want, you can ask me whatever you want, and we are going to be responsive. So to save time, let's conclude our session by inviting the man who started all of this movement, the man who bridged the gap between the talent and the opportunity. I want to officially welcome our CEO and founder, Emre Varo, to give us a conclusive remark. Please give him a huge round of applause so he can hear us.
Hey everyone, it is hard to believe we are starting generation 7.
Apologies, Emre, you are not audible. Let's fix some mic-related issues.
Sure.
Okay, Emre, you can continue.
Team, this is such a pleasant moment to see that what we have started in 2019 continues growing and empowering many young technologists in Africa. This started in one university, in a laboratory, with about 30 people. And now, when I look at the impact we are making, when I look at the young, great technologists who are ready to push their boundaries, who are ready to sharpen their necessary technical and soft skills, with the aim of using them for the benefit of African people and businesses, I feel proud on behalf of our amazing squad. This is a teamwork. Obviously, like any team, some players contribute more than others. But at the end of the day, the team gets the results altogether. I don't see A2SV as an organization with a single branch. Our educators are doing the groundwork. They inspire you. They guide you. They help you in the journey of developing your skills while you are a student. In the end, some of you get the opportunities, go to top tech, represent Africa at the highest level in our industry. Some of you stay with us and do things for the benefit of Africa through education, through incubation, and through events. And when I look at this whole picture, with all the difficulties we had to go through, I realized that all those challenges are there to make us stronger. It wasn't an easy path. We always say this for newcomers to A2SV. We don't say that it is going to be easy, team, because nothing great happens easily in one day. But all the hard things you are going to do day by day, consistently, consecutively, are going to make a big difference in the end. First off, believe in yourself, because you have already achieved a lot to come to this point. We all know that it is not easy to get a seat at A2SV because our opportunities are democratized. We didn't choose you because of your nation. We didn't choose you because of your skin color. We didn't choose you because of your religion. We choose you because you have great skills, you have beautiful dreams, and you have a bright future. And you choose us because you know that together we are going to help you to sharpen your skills and help you get to the best version of yourself. In this journey, I want you to remember one thing. You are not alone. Sometimes it is going to feel tough. Sometimes it is going to feel hard. You may even think of giving up from time to time. As the head of this lovely organization, even myself, like anybody, in my mind, sometimes have those negative thoughts. But also remember, you are not alone. We are not alone. We are all together in this ship. Africa is the youngest continent with the highest potential. I love making positive impact for humanity. I hope you feel and you share the same view, same desire to make this continent beautiful, turn lives of people into better state with the help of technology. So our name is Africa to Silicon Valley. Sometimes people misunderstand that. They think that we are moving people from Africa to Silicon Valley. Like we pick some of the smartest and get them to Silicon Valley, as if like we are doing brain drain for the continent. But team, remember, A2SV's objective is to help you get to your highest highs, bringing your amazing potential into reality. And as the head of this organization, there is one ask I have from you. No matter what kind of an individual path you are going to choose for yourself, tie your dreams back to Africa. Even if you follow the path that I have taken. I went to Top Tech. I had about 8 years there, made a great network, improved my skills. And I came to Africa after, even if I wasn't born there. So Africa is more of your continent than mine. And I look at the world with no borders. This is the continent that we can make the largest impact. That's why I love what I'm doing. And I'm so happy and grateful that in this journey, I'm not alone. You have seen all those great people who are part of our education squad. Once upon a time, they were at your seat. They were looking to sharpen their skills, and today, they choose to help you. They choose to invest in the future of this continent by empowering the next generation of technologists. I feel very grateful to be part of this journey together with such a strong education squad. In the first generation, our squad has chosen "Keep Exceeding" as the slogan. And I will be honest, team, I didn't believe that. I thought in time the quality of things may go down as we scale, as we train more and more people. But team, African youth, A2SVians, generation by generation, proved me wrong. I am so proud to say that every generation has exceeded the previous one. The bar is getting higher and higher, and I know that Generation 7 is not going to be an exception. Enjoy this beautiful moment. Prepare yourself in your mindset, in your heart, and in your hard and smart work. Because we are going to need both to help you get to the highest highs. Thank you very much for being part of this beautiful journey. Enjoy this moment. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. Thank you very much, Steve.
Words. We really appreciate it. And I want to say again, we are not alone. We are now part of another generation who is going to be helping us work through this mission together. And I really believe in them. And again, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure, T.
Okay, so there are a few things that I want to discuss with you before we conclude everything. So the first one is we are going to start our education tomorrow with a camp. So I know some of you are still